We don't live during those times. We have to modernize. It can't be, no, people were wearing skins who must wear skin. You wait alone. We are now. Those things of skin, I'm not part of those things. Yeah, it's a choice. No one must. For instance, Bongani is wearing the skin on the head. But in the current setup, someone can say you can't enter with that thing. Not in this thing. No one must deny you that. You must live and dress in a manner that reflects you. And you must dress the best you know how. And you must dress the way you want to be dressed. But you must not forget where we come from. When we say, let's go back to our customs and traditions, we don't mean we must walk without shoes. We must still hunt the same way the old ones were hunting. No. We are hunting differently. It's called hustling now. It's no longer hunting, but we are doing the same thing. We still wake up to go hunt and feed our families because we modernize.
Hello, welcome all, welcome again. This is Facts About Africa, kings and queens, sons and daughters, brothers and sisters in the continent of Africa and those who are in diaspora. I want to share with you this speech from Julius Malema explaining that how Africa will forget our traditional way of living. And a few hours ago I shared the video from Julius Maponga. Also, he was explaining the same issue, that our Africa, we still, we used to live by this Westerners culture. So, and Julius Malema said that once we say Africa must go back to our root, doesn't mean that we must wear skins or walking without shoes. What we need to do is not forget our originality. So let us listen to this speech from Julius Malema, and then at the end of this speech I will put a short clip from Joshua Maponga also explaining the same issue. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, let us watch this, and what you will have, let us know on the comment section. This is Facts About Africa.
It is not true that we went to stay somewhere and then there will be a king there. It's not true. Our people survived through movement. Our people have never been in one place. And that's why I don't agree with this thing that people are foreigners and all of that. If you want to follow your family tree, you are likely to find yourself in DRC. So, our people were always moving, and they were moving seasonally. So when they move, they always made sure the land they occupy, that land is good for grazing. That land has got water. Because these people survived through three things. They survived through hunting. They survived through gathering. Gathering means when it is season for mabilo, we put together the guava, we gram guava and put the guavas together. We always gather things to know that the dry season is going to come. Then the third one was fishing. That's why they wanted the water. So fishing is not that thing that we are being denied to do in the Western Cape, which looks sophisticated in a big sea and all of that. No. There used to be fish in every river. That's why we needed water for fishing. But we needed water for animals as well. So that our animals, because we're also moving with these animals. If I have cattle, I move with it. So we used to call it hunter-gatherer fisher. So hunting, gathering, fishing. When we arrive there, if there is a king or a chief who has already occupied that territory, there will be signs, and will always report our presence. And our reporting of the presence does not dictate that the chief or the king has got a right to give us a permission. They just have a right to know that there are people here who have now occupied this particular space. So that's why I don't want to enter in the stories of Shag, where now we got involved in too many other things, which is not how we got ourselves organized before that. So there is discipline, there is accountability, there is leadership, even on how we were organized before the arrival of the colonialists. But
as African young people, there's nothing that stops you as African young people to go back into some of these indigenous pieces of art and create for yourself new interpretations, whether it be fashion, whether it be car seats, or you're talking about making bed sheets, or you're talking about making tablecloths, or the traditional was just to convert these things into carpets. And I thought, yeah, one of these days, you might actually be able to see me rocking up in one of these crazy suits of mine. And please, when you take pictures, don't forget my hips. Don't forget my hips on the side right there. I got some extra hip there. I love that. Maybe you can open up here and make a pocket. Then you can put your cell phone here and put another cell phone on this other side here. But beautiful. There you go. You have a flap there. One piece across, one piece over, one piece across, one piece over at the back there. And the big one on the top side. And here I am standing. This one costed me about $20. And these small little pieces costed me $5. So that is $20 this side, $20 on the upside, and for $40, and then another $5 on the top side. So for $40, here I am, looking like $1 million. And I promise you that if some of you young people who are better artistically designed than I am, if you can go up to some of these spaces and get some of these artifacts, you can actually create something much more beautiful than what I have done. So I've just thought I'd do this program for you, just to inspire you and say, you need to go back to your culture and let's convert our culture into currency. Convert your culture into currency. Because you're going to be spending your money this month buying Gucci, buying Louis Vuitton, buying this and buying that. And man, Giorgio Money and the rest of them. And here I am, I'm pulling this thing off.